Fortune 500 companies, to people like you and I, whether it's in your daily life, in your marriage, maybe at this job. My friend has worked with a number of professional athletes, and he even worked with your Cleveland Browns for a number of years. And his name is Dr. Kevin Elko. So you're probably going to say to yourself right now, where's he? And why are you here, Brad? And that's it. There's two parts to that one. One, Joe paid me $100 to come out here, okay? If you want the big boy, you better crack open the checkbook and put a few zeros on it, okay? He works with Fortune 500 companies all throughout the country, but I'm here to talk to you today about what it is those people say to themselves. There's that line again. You hear that? I said to myself. Two people there. Not one, two. Do you ever think about what you think about?
Mm-hmm.
How is it that you talk to you? A number of years ago when I had my business, I had an employee. He used to do the most bizarre things. It would drive me insane. I go to a business meeting to meet the mayor of the one city. I had city contracts. He shows up with a plastic penguin on the top of his van. I said to myself, I'm going to kill him. He's driving me crazy. This one time, we're in Wildwood, New Jersey. I'm featured on the local news, and I'm there with the mayor, and the mayor's topic is how they're cleaning up Wildwood and making it a more family-friendly town and trying to eliminate some of the party crowd and the younger generation. And I'm there, my business is being featured with the mayor. They interview me, I step aside, they interview the mayor. And this same guy comes back with the mayor on TV and thinks he's a professional wrestler and starts posing behind me. There I go again. I say to myself, I'm going to kill him. I can feel myself tensing up right now. We're going to come back to this. But here is one of the things that people who perform at a high level say to themselves. Your money's not your wealth, your time is. Go through that again. Your time is your wealth. How do you spend your time? There was a song out a number of years ago, maybe some of you have heard it, okay? And it was by a guy by the name of Tim McGraw, and I'm going to go over that in a second here. But if we ask ourselves that question, if our time is our wealth, what are you saying to yourself about your time? Would you need to be right all the time? Would you need to be angry? What if you just had one day, 1 week, 1 year to go around, bartender on the side, okay? These people come to my bar, okay? Not my line. They walk around like this, whack, 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 whack. Work's awful, my client's awful, my client's awful. I cannot believe that person didn't take that job that I tried to place. I did this job. I know what it's like. Okay? They come down and all they do is complain and be miserable about something they can do nothing about. You know, they have the nerve to call that time they come down to the bar happy hour. So back to this thing about our time is our wealth and not our money. I'm going to quote a line from that Tim McGraw song, and it goes something like this. It's about a guy, in case you haven't heard it before, it's about a guy who gets a bad x-ray. And he goes to his friend and he says, I'm dying. And his friend looks at him and says, what did you do when you found out you were dying? And he said, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went skydiving. Maybe some of you have heard this song. I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. I loved deeper, I spoke sweeter. And here is a fantastic line. I gave forgiveness. I've been denied. See, when we get angry about things, especially some things that we don't control. See, there was a guy, his name is Epictetus, he was a Greek years ago, and he made this very simple. There are some things you control, and some things you don't. Okay? Watch this chair. This is my Pittsburgh Steeler PowerPoint. Okay? I'm not that intelligent. Okay? Watch this. I just landed this client. I just made this sale today. Right? Chair's calm, you're calm.
You better
With
celebrate.
a smile on your face, right? Okay? Watch this. Your taxes just got jacked up. Your client that you've been working on for 3 months, on his 59th day, quits, and you lose your dollars. See, watch this. Isn't my chair having a tough time? See, I don't control what goes over there. I stay focused on me. Okay? And our time is our wealth. If your time is your wealth, would you need to be right? I got a news for you. If it's being right or being happy, choose happy, because they're not the same. If it's right and peace, choose peace. You know, I said to myself once again, I'm showing you about this, about it's firing me up and causing me some emotion up here. And a number of years ago, a good friend of mine gets in a car accident, almost loses his life. And we are there at his bedside, angry, mad. We are ready. I'm literally standing there with a pitchfork. I'm on the witch hunt. I'm going after this guy, pounding him. I'm going after the guy who did this to my friend. My friend wakes up out of his coma, and we're all there. We look at him and we say, "What would you like us to do to this guy?" He says, "Nothing. We're ready to go. We're ready to go." He said, "How does you guys going after that person, how does that help me? I forgave that guy for doing this to me." Maybe some of you know my friend. Okay? That guy makes grand entrances, whether it's behind the mayor, out in Vegas with you guys, or in the hospital. Okay? This whole time is our wealth thing, leads us to the next point, which is all of these things, anger, your client not responding when you want, placing 50 phone calls today and not getting one response back, and you walking around the office going, "This is awful, this is terrible." All that is mental clutter. Okay? See, I don't believe in rah, 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 rah. Okay? Because when people talk about performance, or they do motivational speaking, they come out and they give you all this rah, 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 and you walk out the door and you go, "What did that guy just say?" See, it's like this. You don't wait till your body gets completely dirty to go take a bath. Right? You don't wait a week. At least I don't, usually, maybe 3 days. But anyway, you keep bathing to stay clean. And this whole thing with eliminating mental clutter is the same way. You keep pushing good things into your head, whole things into your head, and you get rid of all that is bad.